As a reminder, with law of attraction, the most important thing is to follow your heart. Think about what you loved doing as a child and what made you the most happy, and think about what you're called to do, your mission, and how it all correlates, but the path of least resistance. When you start feeling resistance or lower vibrations, think about why you're feeling those things and try to, if anything, bring yourself into a neutral state. But just by the thought of thinking about what we want, think about things that are blissful and make you happy, and that will attract more of what you're focusing on, which is hopefully the good. And the more you catch when you're focusing on something that isn't so positive, the more it gives you the ability to contrast what you want. For me personally, right now, we're having a whole bunch of wildfires right now in our area, which is really unfortunate. And as much as I want to complain about the smoke and everything, it gives me the contrast of knowing how much I want to be in an area that isn't so exposed to wildfires and so much smoke, even with just chimneys and everything. So it's just all perspective and what you give each situation, and there's always a positive outlook to it and a way you can turn it around, and that is literally transmutation. So the more we're able to transmute from those lower vibrations, the faster we're able to transmute those emotions, the quicker your reality can be created with the living dream that we're actually in right now. So think about this reality as a dream and your ability to create it through the lucidity of the waking dream. I keep thinking about the analogies with dreams because even if you're having a not so pleasant dream, you can eventually train yourself to get yourself out of that situation, just like you can train yourself in this waking dream to get out of a situation that you don't want to be in. If you're able to catch it in the moment, that is literally transmutation with your feelings, and you're able to bring yourself either out of the dream that you're having that's not so pleasant or the waking dream, and that is also a form of law of attraction. The most important thing is path of least resistance. So when you start feeling resistance, think about sometimes you might be going through not so pleasant things, but the universe and creation has a bigger plan, and in the end, it might have been the easiest path and your best outcome. So keep focusing on your best possible timeline. Hey guys, just a reminder, you have the ability to completely transform your reality. In fact, you already do it, just as a reminder, in case you didn't already know. Hi, my name is Ariel, and I'm here to help you be empowered anytime, anywhere. Today's topic, transmutation. You may be asking, what is transmutation? I'll help give you a breakdown and hopefully a better perspective on a way that you can be more mindful of how you control your reality. Let's get started. The definition of transmutation is basically, the keyword is conversion. It's usually known as the conversion of base metals into silver or gold, or the conversion of one element to the other. They used to use this in just the terms of metal, but I wanted to touch on it on the other levels. To me, there's 3 levels of alchemy, and you are your own alchemist who creates your own reality. How awesome is this? So the definition of an alchemist is someone who transforms one thing into another thing for the better. And again, we used to know it as just in metals, but I feel like there's 3 different levels. The first level is the physical level. You can transform one thing into another thing that's better just by your own thought of creating your own reality. So that's where the mental level comes in. When are you able to observe your thoughts and then take them from one polarity to another? If you're feeling sad, how well are you able to convert that into joy? And it's all through a process. The third is the spiritual. Spiritually, you have the ability to practice both the mental and physical to be able to perfect self-mastery, which takes everyone their entire life to do. Only the ascended masters have really perfected self-mastery. To me, I define spiritual alchemy as the ability of self-mastery, to see all things as one in every quote-unquote moment, the polarity, and then being able to use all 3 of these simultaneously to be able to see everyone as a reflection of yourself. And once you start learning from other people what reflection they're teaching you and transmuting it spiritually through your heart and applying it in your daily life from the lessons you learn and are able to really observe, that's when the collective source creator is one, and everyone else's vibration raises because of your own self-awareness and self-mastery. So your thoughts are bigger than just you. Even though they're creating your direct reality, they're also affecting the collective as a whole. I think of it in a triangle of the three, the Trinity. You have yourself, you have others, and then you have the all, but it's really all one. But you have the reflection of others to teach you about yourself. You have the evolution of yourself, and then the one as its own evolution. And as you are part of Source One, creator of your soul, you have the ability to transform everything into the beautiful golden white light. And so I wonder if this metaphor of taking base metals and transforming them into gold or silver is actually a reflection of our abilities to take all the elements that we're created from the periodic table of elements, and use that to transform any other elements mentally, spiritually, or physically, because we are so much stronger than what we realize. And when we think about that we're all made up of these base elements, this is where epigenetics comes into play, the ability for you to transmute and activate your own DNA. What does this mean? It means the thoughts that you're thinking have a direct reflection on your DNA and your cells in your body, your magnetic field, and it's a ripple effect into your entire reality. So if you're able to catch yourself sooner when you think lower vibe thoughts, the sooner you can get in front of the momentum and be able to correct it. Before that and better. So it's a constant transmutation of an evolution to take what we have on the physical, mental, and spiritual level, combine them all as one, as self, all, and the whole collective, seeing it as all one, transmuting it into this golden white light. So a lot of the times when I'm feeling anxious or I need to ground myself several times throughout the day, I imagine myself surrounded by the golden white light. I imagine myself as the beautiful golden tree of life with my roots deep in the ground. I'll be sitting on the ground, hopefully discharging all the extra electromagnetic frequencies that don't serve me, that we're fed through our power lines, through our Wi-Fi, our cell phones, everything. So that's not only earthing you, but that part of the meditation is to be one with the earth and put those roots deep into the crystalline core and feel yourself growing up throughout the earth as the beautiful tree of life that you are, shooting out this golden white light, emanating every cell and every atom of your being and vibrating through every form of time and space in your entire being with all of your dimensional aspects. The thought of shielding yourself with the golden white energy, blue energy, violet flame energy, constantly wherever you are throughout the moment of the day, the more you practice it, the more you're able to practice it more and be shielded more, so to speak. So that's all part of self-mastery. It's all easier said than done, but just a reminder, you can shield yourself with your mind, you can control your reality with your mind, and just the beliefs that you think about yourself are more powerful than anything you observe around you. So you can take it all as part of the waking dream. And then, once you start observing your reality, you'll start seeing how much the Matrix and this reality starts trying to kick you out of that. It'll do everything in your power to distract you. And so you have to catch the distractions when they're happening, especially when you're doing things to try to reach your goals and your highest potential sometimes. Dogs especially, for me, I notice the dogs will always start barking or acting up. Distractions in general. It's really interesting when you start observing the Matrix and the simulation, how you start catching it, because we're all part of this game that we're playing. So you got to ask yourself, how quickly am I transmuting to be able to level up? Am I leveling up my character, my vessel? Am I growing in any mental, spiritual way? What tools am I obtaining to be able to complete my mission here? What is my mission? Be clear on your mission. And then once you're clear, you have consistency and determination and focus, and you come from your heart, nothing will be able to stop us. Oh, I'm sorry, did you forget who you are? Did you forget your true greatness? Did you forget how old you really are? Did you forget why you came back to this planet? Well, it's time to remember, it's time to wake up, and it's time to reach the entire planet. Hello, and welcome. Be empowered. Be the best you can be. And together, we will save humanity. Heaven on earth. Come on, baby.